Hey everyone, Larry from LC Model Shipbuilding. On this video, going to do a little bit something different. I've been meaning to do this here for a little while now, but we're going to go ahead and unbox the Trumpeter Titanic 1/200 scale and kind of show you some of the aftermarket parts that I have so far. There's still a ton of stuff coming. I got stuff from Woody's coming. I got stuff from Mini Brass coming. I got stuff from China 3D coming. I got stuff from B&B coming. So there is a ton of other things yet to go. But I don't know, pretty much everybody that builds this model and does any kind of YouTube work with it seems to do the unboxing video, so might as well, I guess. What the heck. So here we go. All right, so first impression, the box is absolutely huge. Gives a nice picture on the front of the Titanic. Then kind of shows you the picture of the ship built but not painted. So you kind of get an idea of that. And obviously this kit also comes with the LED lighting. I will not be using most of that as I do my own kind of thing with my lights, as anybody that's watched my channel before already knows. The box also says this kit was reviewed and corrected to enhance the authenticity of the final model. Special thanks to all of these people that are part of Titanic Honor and Glory, which if you have not seen Honor and Glory, it is pretty amazing. So ton of detail that those guys have done into that. So I'm going to start first with some of the electronic stuff. These are just wire connectors that will go to my motors. So here are my motors, and they're pretty good sized. 3 of these will be powering the ship, so I mean they should go pretty well. And then it has our ESCs that came with it. I got these on Amazon. I think they were $20, $22 a piece, somewhere in that neighborhood. They weren't overly crazy expensive, but there they are. I have the remote control for it still on the way. I'm going to be using a typical 5-channel remote. Actually, I think it's 6-channel that I ordered. So anyway, I will be starting to prepare the hull for that. Not too long down the road, I suppose. But here we go. So, typical Trumpeter. You get your instruction manuals. So there they are. The book is not overly difficult to read. I don't see anything that really is overly confusing. And I've probably built, I don't know, about 10 Titanics since I was about 5 years old. So I pretty much have the ship pretty well memorized, and you know, I know the model's going to have challenges to it and all of that kind of stuff, but it will be fun to do. Then you have your ad from Pontos. I know Pontos is currently out of stock of Titanic. I tried. So I ended up going with KA. And I'll also be using, like I've said in some other videos, a ton of the 3D print from China 3D. Then you got a paint marking guide, which looks pretty accurate on the colors, like the placement of the colors. I will choose different colors from what they're giving me here. Just from different builds that I've seen, watched, and done. I know colors that are a little bit more closer to the accurate way Titanic would have been. And then it gives you your LED assembly guide, which I will not use any of that. So nice guide though. It's well printed. It's in color. I like that. So good job to Trumpeter for that. Definitely a great model here. I mean, if you're just going to build the stock build, you know, have at it. I think you'll still end up with a really nice ship. Then you're going to have this big long box, and that's our hull. Our hull is the height of my son. So when it comes down to it, he's 10 years old, and this thing is his height. Overall impressions of it, it's very nice. I can't say anything bad about how it is done. I can say that there's going to be a lot more detail that goes on to it because we are doing the underplating from Woody's. So this will all get the underplates along here. We are doing the stern plating. This is one of the points of contention that Trumpeter did not get right. The rear section of the hull here for the poop deck is very inaccurate. We will be doing the wing plates for the props. We'll be doing the upgraded rudder. Obviously, it's going to actually sail, so that's going to have to be hollowed out. The wings will have to be hollowed out. And yeah, a lot of stuff's going to go on back here on this back end. I do have the doors in photo etch for the coaling doors. One particular note, if you're building this model and you're going to drill out your holes, these are not portholes. These are poop holes. This is where your rest facilities would have exited the ship. So don't drill those out. Otherwise, you would have lighted poop tunnel holes, if that's a real thing. But anyway, the Halsey, I don't even know if I pronounced that right. This will have to get modified. That is not close to accurate, so I'll be doing the modification for that. I got the props and drops from B&B, so I'll be using the real metal anchors and the real metal props. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Can't wait. I know Gene's been going through his latest production shipment and working on getting them sent out, so can't wait. They do have rivets in the hull here. I have opted for Woody's, so this will all end up getting replaced up in here with photo etch, and that will look extremely nice from what I understand. I obviously haven't seen the kit yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Mini Brass is here and Woody's is the superstructure end. But in any case, it'll be photo etch brass here. So that is our hull. So there we go. All right, next up, I'm gonna pause this 1 second and flip the box around just because everything's upside down, and I don't know, it's easier to maneuver. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. This is box E, I guess, for electrical, but that is our lighting kit, and you know, it's basic LEDs. It has nice wire connections. I might end up using some of them, so they're pretty nice. But other than that, pretty much it, because this will be battery operated, so you got to really just make sure what I'm doing is going to go in with what I'm powering. So anyway, that box will not be used for the most part. Next up, we got this box. So open that one up. All right, and here we have our funnels. Our funnels will not be used. These are not bad. They do have rivets on them. I mean, for an everyday modeler that's not going for some kind of extreme museum quality crazy piece, they'd be okay. I mean, they're not bad. And we got, this would be our what is that? Our dining room, right? Yeah. Hold on, am I backwards? Yeah. That would be our dome right there. So yeah, that would be our first class dining room. That sits up on the top boat deck. Then we got our smoking room, and forget what the back one is. Oh my god, for me knowing as much as I do on Titanic, that's pretty bad. I forgot the rooms. I know somebody will correct me. Mark. This would be our forecastle. That would be the decking for that. I'm not going to open all that right now. And then we got our second class staircase. Looks like funnel number 3's building there. So there that. We got our poop deck here. So that's in there. And then we got our bridge. So there's our bridge, and then our officers' quarters, gymnasium would be back in here, and all that. So there we go with that. These windows are huge. I mean, really just humongous, amazingly big. I don't know that I really haven't built a 1/200 scale in a ship. I mean, I'm doing Constitution right now. That's 1/96 scale, but does not even compare just with the scope of what this is. Okay, it does come with our photo etch brass. Most of this I will not be using. I might rob some pieces here and there, but it did come with the windows, so you got your windows. And there's other pieces, you know, they're front and back, so there's a lot of photo etch here when it comes down to it. You got your funnel ladders. You got a bunch of benches in here throughout, so a lot of pieces. Not sure what this one is without opening. Oh, this is going to be our glass. That's our domes. So those are our domes. And more fencing. You got your compass platform. So lots going on there. A lot of photo etch brass. For a stock kit, again, nice job, I would say, to Trumpeter. I mean, for an everyday builder, this really is an amazing kit. There is a lot of parts to it. It will keep you busy for a long time, and you will end up with a really nice result. So, you know, I can't knock what they did. I know it's not 100% perfect, and I know, you know, the KA kit and the 3D printed kit make a ton of detail to it, but when it comes down to it, if you're not looking to spend $1,000 on this, you'll be okay building the stock kit. Yeah, it's not going to be as detailed as mine will be, but it will be, you know, a nice build overall, from what I'm seeing anyway. I think this is the stand. Looking at that, you got your what do you call it, room, mechanical room, and that's another one of the funnel base rooms. Then we got, yep, the stand. You got your B deck, and then this all will end up basically getting replaced with photo etch. So I'll be using part of it, but stripping off a lot of it, so that's there. Then we got our rudder down here, and we got our prop wings, and we got our props. Like I said, none of that will end up getting used, but it's nice. It's there. We got our decals, which I have replaced my decals with the B&B setup that he has. I know Gene did not actually print them. He just bought them from the guy that originally printed them, but they're nice. I like them. I'll show you his here in a minute as we're going. I just got a lot in front of me here when it comes to unboxing this. Okay, next up. My box got a little bit crushed here. I mean, luckily I'm not one of those guys that really gets too excited about the box and the packaging. Most of this will end up in recycling, honestly, so not a big deal to me. the stuff inside's not damaged, and that's what's important to me. And of course I can't get this box open with one hand. All right, well, we're gonna go on to this one a minute. This is our deck box. I'll pause it to get the other one out. But this, and these decks are just fantastically huge when it comes down to it. Okay, so that would be our bottom of our boat deck. So there's our boat deck. Real nice. And again, it has the decking is molded in there, so if you weren't doing scale decks, you could always paint it. That's going to be our B deck. And then you have your actually, I'm sorry, this is B deck. That would be C deck. So, yeah, there we go. So you can see kind of, that would be where your dining room's going. This would be your bridge up in here above it. And these are your walkways up. So, a lot of decking. They're very big pieces. And yeah, I'll put them back in later, I guess. I don't think there's anything else in that box. Nope, just a filler. Okay. Let me see if I can do better with my left hand here. Taking this out. I used to be left-handed. I guess I'm actually using my right hand. Good Lord. Yes, I used to be left-handed, but I broke my arm or sprained my arm when I was in kindergarten, so they made me learn how to use my right hand when I was younger. I was going somewhere with that whole conversation. Sorry for the camera moving the way it is. I'm going to pause it a minute. All right, we're back. So, more of the superstructure. And then we got a lot of small parts in here. It looks like lifeboats. Looks like some of the vents, bollards, all that kind of stuff. Most of it won't be used. Same thing with this. Then we got more walls for rooms. You got your bridge there, won't be used. I'll keep stuff like this around in case I have any mishaps and I need them. There you got your inside of your funnels. Looks like the cranes there, they won't be used. Going to be a lot of pieces not used really when it comes down to it because they're getting replaced, but that's okay. A lot of winches here, it looks like. Everything's packaged really nice though. I mean, Trumpeter, you know, they really tried to make this a really good model. I mean, I don't know. I can't say enough for what the kit actually is. I mean, I redo everything and add all kinds of aftermarket stuff and all that kind of stuff. But if I just had to sit here and build this model with the pieces supplied, I can pretty much guarantee I'd still come out with a nice model. So, you know, hats off to them. Hats off to the Titanic Honor and Glory team that helped assist them with it. I think these are all fences. I'm not positive, but just looks like more smaller parts. So I'm gonna put this all back away. There's a lot of pieces here. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, there's a ton of pieces. Going to be a lot of paint, going to be a lot of time, going to be a lot of fun. I do enjoy this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to put this away, get the box kind of squared back up, and then I'll open up the KA kit and we'll actually kind of look through that a little bit. I did a short video on that a couple weeks ago when it arrived, but I actually want to look at it in detail. So we'll be back. All right, so we're back. So when you order scale deck, you get one of two options for fitting out your decking. You get the high detail option, which does not have your cutout provisions in a lot of places for the forecastle and the well decks and the poop deck. And then you also get the cutout version. I'll be doing the high detail version, so this will be extra. So I won't need that. Then you get all of your other decking here. And the decks are just fantastically amazing. I love scale decks. I use them pretty much on every build I do. So there they are. They look great. Getting ready to actually do my clear coat on them. So I'll be doing that here shortly. These are the decals I was talking about that I got from the Trumpeter 1200 Facebook page. You can get these from Gene Davis. They are very nicely done. You got the signs here. You got your watermarks for the what do you call it? The depth. And then you got a shear line right along in here, and then you have all your lifeboat insignias. It also has provisions for Britannic, provisions for Olympic, and Titanic. So great decal set there. I like it a lot. I'm very happy with them. So thank you, Gene. Sorry, my clock is going off. All right. Next up, we got our first set of figures. The KA set does include a set of figures. I ordered extra. If you've watched any of my previous builds, I like people. I like to put a lot of people on my ships. So that's about 150 people there between the two sides of it, and then another 150 are in the kit. So, yep, I'll be keeping them. I like having people on my builds. All right, here we go with the KA set. If I can get it open. All right, we'll be right back. All right, here we go with the KA set. So, trying to open this stuff one-handed. You would think I would learn and pre-open it, but clearly I haven't, so it is what it is. Most of the resin, like I said in a previous video, I will be selling, but I will be keeping some of it, so I got to go through it and figure out what I'm using, what I'm not using. It looks like these are deck chairs. They look really nice, actually. I like them. Then we got, what are they? Lifeboats. Yep, those are two boats. Probably the collapsibles. Sorry, I can't talk. Then we got a bunch of vents here, and vents, and looks like they might be the lifeboat davits, I'm pretty sure. It's kind of hard to tell in the packaging, but the printout quality is really nice on them. I do like them. They're nice. They're very nice. Oh, ordered these on eBay. So this is a more accurate chain. Very nice. This will be my anchor chain. They're actually fairly cheap too. I think this cost me like $4. We got a rudder and a whole bunch of lifeboats on this one. Lifeboats are, I mean, they're huge, really, when it comes down to it. The ship itself is huge, so nice looking lifeboats. I will be using the China 3D print, but they're a nice boat. Then you got bollards and all that good stuff in brass. Also very nice. And you have your mast here. They look good. I will be using the mast, obviously, and probably most of this brass that's in here. I'll use a lot of it, I'm pretty darn sure. So this is nice stuff. I mean, just really well done. They've really made a lot of nice aftermarket parts for this. I got a rudder here in this one. And then you have your cargo hatch covers. All that will also be China 3D when I do mine. So, anyway. To get China 3D, by the way, I might as well cover that. You have to be a member of the China 3D Trumpeter 1200 Facebook group. If you search it online, you will find it. And then there is link options under the featured section for ordering them. it is not a website. I now understand a lot more why it's not a website. They're a small group really doing this stuff. It takes a lot of time. They have a lot of printers going, but you know, you're talking just a few guys that are doing this, and they're all across the world. So it is the way they do it. It works for them, and you know, once I understood that more and everything, I respect what they're doing and why they do it. That's more of the people in there. I mean, there's going to be a ton of painting just for people alone. I'm just thinking about all the colors and everything like that for each individual person that's standing there. So, a ton of paint. Venting, the vents are all in there. And they all, you know, they look pretty easily cuttable. You can kind of see through it there. So, I'm imagining they just basically get cut out and pop down on the deck. We got, looks like bollards. Yep, more of them. And this would be, looks like, I think winches and some air vents and stuff like that in there. So, like I said, 3D parts are nice. I'm just choosing to go with the China 3D on probably most, if not all. Okay, so then we go into the photo etch. They do also have a nice set of signs there. They are nice. You got the windows here. I will be definitely using the windows. They're pretty nice on the acetate already, so good stuff there. Now, each of these sets of 3D here, they are not one 3D. They are multiple 3Ds behind it. Or not 3D, I'm sorry. Multiple photo etch behind it. Let me undo the tape here on the back. I didn't pull it out yet for most of it, because I really kind of feel like the more I don't touch it, probably the better it is. But tonight I just kind of was in the mood to open this up and actually take a look at what I got here. So flip it the other way. All right, so that first sheet we got, looks like, God, I don't even know what half of it is right now without really getting into it. There's 4 sheets right there, and they look like funnel stays right here. Yeah, they're definitely funnel stays. On the back here, right behind it, everything's taped up, unfortunately, and I don't want to untape it. Maybe some fencing. Yeah, there's some fencing in there. All right, then our next one, some doors. Got some cranes, so there's some crane arms right there. And you got, I think, oh, those are the ladders going up the mast. Looks like that might be the front up where the anchor goes. I believe, I could be wrong in that, so don't quote me. Looks like you got some lifeboat tops there. These look like the lifeboat lines, the safety lines. It looks like the fencing for the lifeboats. So a lot of lifeboat stuff there. Looks like you got the top of a one of the windscreens, not windscreens, but protection buildings for the domes. Got a bunch of vent grates right in here. More fencing. Oh no, that's not fencing. I'm sorry, that's benches. Benches and side pieces for the benches. Yeah, and then the back here, those are chairs, deck chairs. Lots of deck chairs. All right, that's just reminding me of Queen Mary. Okay, then we got windows. Lots of windows. And more windows. And just more little detail parts. Up there, windows there. It looks like for the first class dining room. But anyway, Also have the decks. So there are the decks. I'll be selling the decks. That will be one of the first things I sell as I go take this apart more. I'm not really going to be looking for a ton of money for them, but you know, something. And I'm sure somebody out there wouldn't mind having them. So as I get farther here in this, I will put them up for sale. Here's the directions. The directions are really nicely done. I mean, they got color for everything. You can see where things go really nicely. This is really nicely done, actually. I've used aftermarket kits before that are not clearly identified, and this is very clearly identified. So, really nice job with that from KA, and the fact they did it in color. I mean, wow. Color printing is not cheap. I have a friend of mine that owns a print shop, and I understand what those costs look like. So, you know, hats off to them for spending that extra money to have this stuff actually printed so that you can, as a consumer, use it, understand it, see it, and do a nice job with the product they sell. So I can't say anything bad about this KA set. I mean, it is top notch. Yeah. Oh, my dog's barking. I know we haven't heard my dog in a couple videos here since I've kind of moved down to the new shop downstairs, but yeah, she missed everybody. Wow. Okay, so that gives you the deck instructions. And then looks like this is kind of a guide. So anyway, that wraps it up on unboxing what I have so far. Like I said, there is still a ton of stuff on the way. I need to get this out of my living room and kind of put it in storage until it's time to really start going at it. So I figured tonight was kind of a good time to go through it and show everybody what is coming in the future. Constitution's moving along quickly. I'm guessing, I don't know, sometime in June. At some point in June, we'll probably be starting the build on this. So, you know, keep posted or keep watching. I also just really want to thank my subscribers. The channel is growing very, very quickly lately, and I can't appreciate people enough for what they're doing. You know, if you have any suggestions, ideas, I'm always up for reading them. I love the comments. I try to answer very quickly. So, you know, feel free to write some comments. I know I'm sure that through this video I gave some of the wrong deck numbers. I'm sure I gave some of the wrong building numbers. That's okay. I mean, I'm you know, going through the building or going through the kit right now and kind of just having fun with it. And really, isn't that what this is all about? Having fun? I don't know. I have fun with it. I enjoy models. I do enjoy models a lot. Oh, I just noticed on the box art here, it has a nice little picture of pneumatic there. That's actually fully restored over in Belfast. So someday I would like to see that. It's the only White Star ship still afloat, and you know, it would be definitely very cool to walk on that one. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, and thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to the build. Thank you to everybody that has been talking to me about the build as we go. You got Gene out there and Woody out there, and a couple others that have just been Mark. I appreciate you too. You know, you guys have been fantastic in helping get me prepared for this, and definitely looking forward to it. So we'll talk to you later. Thank you for tuning in.